It's a new month, so you know what that means. We are going to set some new goals. So go get your pen, your paper, your phone, your notepad, whatever you used last month to set your goals or whatever you're planning to start setting your goals on. I now have 2 notebooks that I want to condense into one. So let's get started. Hi friends, my name is Libby and this is Keto with Libby, and I'm on a journey to health using the ketogenic lifestyle. I share literally everything with you guys. Probably a little bit too much, but that's who I am. I'm an oversharer. So if you think you'd be interested in that, please stick around and let's set some goals together. I might have got a little chocolate on my goals, but these are April 2022 goals. Physical/eating goals. Focus on intermittent fasting, 16/8. Not focus on the scale. And more healthy keto days. I set the bar pretty low for myself. That's fine. Mental health goals. Finding a mental health professional, taking supplements regularly, and improving emotional eating with my intermittent fasting eating window from noon to 8, and also identifying triggers and struggles. Let's see how those went, because yeah, let's just talk. April was a pretty good month, I would say. So let's start with the physical and eating goals, focusing on 16/8 for intermittent fasting. I did not do 16/8 a lot of the time. I started with it and then I noticed that I kind of jumped into it a little bit too soon, so I was backstepping a little bit. So I did focus on intermittent fasting, but I focused on a 10-14 model, not necessarily the 16/8. So I mean, met, not met. I feel like it was met because I focused on intermittent fasting. I'll give myself that. Not focus on the scale. I did phenomenal at that. Did not step on the scale one time. I actually don't plan on stepping on the scale for another week. And you guys will get that progress video because it's my 1.5-year keto-versary, so be on the lookout for that. And no, I didn't step on the scale, so not focusing on the scale, big thumbs up. More healthy keto days. In March, I think I was like split half and half with keto. No. Yeah, in March and February, I was like split half and half with keto and non-keto days. April, I did a lot better. Did I have 0 non-keto days? No. I had probably 6, which is a lot better than splitting half of the month. So I had 6 non-keto, I would say not days, because most of them weren't full days. They were just like a meal here and there. So I did a heck of a lot better with that. Mental health. This is probably what I am most excited to share with you guys. My first goal was finding a mental health professional. I actually scheduled an appointment. I'm an adult. I scheduled an appointment for an evaluation, and I may or may not do videos on the results of said evaluation, depending on the results. But it'll just be kind of like a general overall evaluation. I actually set it up for myself and my son. So yes, I'm super excited about that. I did meet that goal, and that was probably one of the biggest goals that I wanted to meet. Now, the appointment actually isn't until middle of May, but I did it in April, so it's checked off on my list. Take supplements regularly. No, no. That was not great. I have all of my supplements in a nice little basket in front of my face every morning. Do you think that I stop and take the time to take them? Every once in a while. I even put little baggies in my purse so that if I was on my way to work, like, I forgot to take my supplements, I could just take them right there. Did that work? No. Hit and miss when I took them, and that makes me sad. So that's something that I still want to work on this month. Improving emotional eating and figuring out triggers. So every time that I ate a non-keto friendly meal, it was triggered by emotions. And the most prominent one was stress and things that would happen that were out of my control, right? Because I can control what goes in my mouth. Like that's the one thing I know in a day I can control. And when there was things that I felt like were really overwhelming and I couldn't quite like control the situation, I'm not a controlling person. I'm very much like c'est la vie, it is what it is. But there's sometimes where you just wish that things would go a little bit right. And that's when I noticed that is when I eat my feelings, is in those moments of stress and sadness and overwhelm. So I think I did a really good job of identifying my triggers. So our obvious next step is to set goals for May. And I'm going to be switching over to this planner. I actually got this for Christmas from, I believe, my sister. It has all of my vibes. I love space. I love this whole vibe right here. And I just decided that I keep track of this a lot better than I do like this notebook. This is like my video planning notebook. So this way I'll have them all in one spot. I did do a pretty good job though of keeping that open and on my desk and actually looking at it. So that was pretty good, but we'll just continue that with this. So since this is set up a little differently, the goals section is right here. I am just going to write all of my goals. I'm not going to split them up mental and physical. So I asked you guys actually in my community tab, if I should do 30 days of healthy, clean keto or carnivore. And you all were very heavy on the healthy keto. So you helped me set this first goal of starting with healthy keto for the 30 days for April. Or what month is it? For May. So thank you guys so much for that, because I really was at a toss-up. And I'm happy that y'all chose healthy keto, because while carnivore was amazing when I did it, it was a struggle. So thank you guys. So healthy keto is the first goal. I want to do intermittent fasting. I think for myself, diving into the 16-8 is a little bit much for me. So I think I'm going to do the 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. eating window. So the 10 hours fasted, no, 14 hours fasted, 10 hours eating window. So by focusing on the healthy keto, I'm taking away the goal from April to work on more healthy keto days, because that's just obviously going to be the whole month. Fingers crossed. Again, I don't want to focus on the scale too much. I am going to weigh myself this month though, so I don't really want to write that in there. I am not setting any weight loss goals. I am just focusing more on overall health, and weight loss will come with it. There was something else I wanted to focus on. Oh, so I may or may not have a slight Scooter's coffee addiction, and I don't want to admit how many times a week I go and get Scooter's coffee, and I know that the syrups that they use are not fantastic. So my goal, this is going to be a lofty goal. My goal for the month is to get 5 Scooter's coffees. I do want to get better about taking my supplements, because I do really feel good when I take them on a regular basis. So that's going to be another goal for this month. Take supplements. Last but not least, this one might seem a little bit weird, but I have gotten so far away from cooking, and I truly love to cook and try new recipes, especially keto recipes. So my last goal is to just cook more. I just really want to get back into the kitchen and cook more and try new recipes and things like that, because I think that helps me not feel, I don't really feel limited with keto. That's not what I want to say. It just helps me feel like I have more variety as well, and I make it myself, so you're a little more proud of it. So the last thing on my to-do list for this is to fill out the rest of this calendar. So there is a May to-do section, birthdays, the anniversaries is something that I've been doing, like events that I have going on in May, and then any additional notes. So I'm just going to fill that out real fast. So I'm excited for May, and I'm excited to come back and look at these goals and see how well or how not well I'm doing. Again, I keep this in a pretty prominent place, like just face up on my desk, because this is where I do my meetings. I have been trying to edit in my office more instead of on the couch. I'm just more productive. So put your goals somewhere where you're going to pay attention to them. That is my biggest pro tip. Does it work 100%? No, not at all, obviously. But it does work somewhat. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you set some goals. Let me know some of your goals down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.